Acting is not about anything romantic, not even fantasy, even though you do create fantasy. It's not about that. It's simply about something very, very concrete. Um, a playwright conjures a vision of a world, and he interprets that world through words. You then take those words on stage or on a screen and try to bring it alive. Try to bring it alive by the interrelations between one character and another and what they say to each other. In movies, it's less important what they say. It's how they behave. It's about that.
You know, there comes a point when life stops giving you things and starts taking them away. Usually that happens in your twilight years, but over the past 7 years or so, I've increasingly felt like it's my lived reality now, in my 20s and my 30s. It's not a great big secret that I'm a, huge Star Wars fan, or at least have been, historically. And just like for a great many other millennials and Gen Xers and even Zoomers, those films have had an incalculable impact on my life and the way I create my own art. And ever since the passing of Kenny Baker, the man who portrayed R2-D2 inside his robotic chassis in 2016, and then of course the lamentable passing of Carrie Fisher in the very next year in 2017, we've been slowly and steadily, almost year by year, losing these great giants of our childhood imagination. And I suppose it just serves as a grim reminder that as immortal as these people are inside our minds, here in the physical and empirical reality, deathless they are not. James Earl Jones was a man whose frankly epic basso profundo echoes all throughout my formative years. He was there in The Field of Dreams. He was there in Conan the Barbarian. He was there in The Lion King. And, of course, he was there in Star Wars. He was a kind and generous man of very rare talent, and he, by all appearances, lived an extraordinarily long and fulfilling life, both on the stage, on the screen, and off of them in his personal life as well. He was classically trained for the theater, but his talent translated well over to big screen as well, which is actually not a claim that too many theater actors can make with great confidence. And of course the same is true vice versa. Most screen actors do terribly in the theater environment. But not James Earl Jones. He was a wonderfully versatile, classical thespian who was always professional, always reliable, and always dominated whatever scene he happened to be in. He was, without a hint of exaggeration, one of the few truly great acting talents of the 20th century. Now, I'm not typically one to blow smoke up people's assholes unless I feel they really deserve it. And I also don't value the process of acting nearly as much as many of my other filmmaking and film enthusiast contemporaries. But I'm also a man of principle, and I have to give credit when it is rightfully due. News of celebrity deaths typically don't hit me very hard. I'm not at all the type to form parasocial relationships with people I don't know, but this is one of those exceedingly rare circumstances where I'm actually feeling pretty blue about this. I'm not gonna lie about that. Rest in peace, big man, and Godspeed you on your way, wherever it is that you're going next.